I'm gonna categorically describe it as, you guys are not tough enough. Or maybe I put it another way, you're a bunch of pussies. Excuse the expression.
At the end of it, Trump sees that there's so much opposition, including from his White House counsel. He understands that people would very likely resign. And so it seems that he reluctantly concludes that he's not going to declare martial law.
Instead, late that night after the meeting had broken up, the president turned to Twitter.
Statistically impossible to have lost the 2020 election. Big protest in D.C. on January 6th. Be there. Will be wild.
Dissatisfied with his options, Donald Trump decided to call for a large and wild crowd on Wednesday, January 6th, the day when Congress would meet to certify the electoral votes.
While he doesn't actually go ahead with martial law, he is embracing a path that is, in fact, radical anyway. He's not using the United States military, but he's summoning his own army of supporters to Washington, some of whom are known to be extremists and in some cases violent, to help him stay in office over the will of the voters.
It's Saturday, December 19th, and one of the most historic events in American history has just taken place. President Trump, in the early morning hours today, tweeted that he wants the American people to march on Washington, D.C. on January 6th.
This wildly inflammatory tweet was a bullhorn that immediately went out to some of the more violent, organized Trump supporters, the Oath Keepers.
He called us all to the Capitol and wants us to make it wild. Gentlemen, we are heading to D.C. Pack your
the Proud Boys.
It's all or nothing, patriots. Boldness and bravery is necessary.
They heard it as a message from their leader. Come to Washington.
The Will Be Wild tweet was the call in a call and response. They mobilized to come to Washington. These individuals came to Washington because Donald Trump told them to be there, because Donald Trump told them the election was rigged, because Donald Trump told them that someone was trying to take their votes away from them and silence their voices. They believed it.
This could be Trump's last stand. And it's a time when he has specifically called on his supporters to arrive in D.C.
The time for games is over. The time for action is now. Where were you when history called? Where were you when you and your children's destiny and future was on the line?
For prosecutors, that tweet, the call to march on Washington, represents a crucial step in Trump's criminal conspiracy.
How does the recruitment and activation of a militia play out in a locality or community where an initiative is being launched?
Would be trespassing. They could not be allowed.
Yeah, but
why did you come down?
How can we be trespassing on city property?
But when we
pay taxes for it.
Because if it's city property and they allow you, just like a park, that you have certain restrictions for who can be on it and who cannot be on it, you all were not authorized to be on the property.
Where's that list of restrictions, though?
They are now. Dr. Patton just gave me permission through me.
Yeah. Okay,
you need to give her a call.
The last conversation that I had.
I talked to her 15 minutes ago. You need to give her a call.
Okay, and I'll give her a call, but I talked to her like less than 5 minutes ago, and no one is allowed
This is
onto the
city-owned
property.
It is city-owned property. They pay their taxes. They got a right to get on their own property.
Chief Green, when did the sign, the no trespassing, how did that come about?
So that came about today when we were going through the issues of, again, who the property is, who's allowed on the property, if trespassing is allowed or not.
Okay.
So me and the city attorney going back and forth.
Yeah, you need to call Dr. Patton. Because I think I was the last one to talk to her.
We're not spending any more money on any cleanup.
Yeah, I understand, but again, I have to enforce the laws. And if I'm told they're trespassing and they're not allowed on the property,
Dr. Patton not going to tell you that. I talked to her. She is not going to tell you that.
So they
Trust me.
They got some at the top too. So it's not just one group of people. Got some at the top too. So it's not just one group of people. Got some at the top too. So it's not just one group of people.
Just need to put a top on it so we don't have this. If we can get a covering for it, we'll be all. James, y'all got another cover?
Huh? We need some more. Or we're gonna go buy some more. We're gonna put Black Lives Matter probably around the front of it. Cover, but
I just want to come down here and make sure nobody else got arrested. Okay? I was the first woman president of NAACP in this city.
I know, listen. I'm following
and I've been doing this stuff since 1980.
Okay.
So, I mean, I done lived it long enough.
You know, jail ain't nothing but a thing.
Ain't nothing but another thing to put on a piece of paper.
That's right.
Let me go sit over here. Lisa, you heard Dr. Patton tell me that this is their property. They
said the city property.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what Solomon Ashby told us today.
Just let you know that Senator Lucas was out here. She's still out here now and told me to call Dr. Patton because she was given permission that this is city property, this is their property, they can do whatever they want to it. And obviously she gave a speech and they are inside now spray painting the monument. And told me she would make sure that nobody got arrested and these signs should not be up here about the trespassing. They are spray painting and defacing it.